I'm going to start this video off for Laura. Her YouTube channel is Nigella for me. But anyway, in the latest video, she's relating a dream she had last night. And for me, yeah, most of my dreams don't make any sense. Sometimes, if I'm listening to, a YouTube video, or back in the days when I listened to Coast when Art Bell had it, you know, the dreams I would discount because if you listen to something on the radio or on YouTube, your subconscious mind picks up, and that gives you a weird dream. So those dreams I don't count. But let me get to Laura's dream. Her dream first started off with this house with caskets in front of it. There were 6 caskets up on poles, about 6 feet up in the air. The only thing I can relate similar to that. Now there's parts of the world where they have a real high water table. You dig down 2 or 3 feet and you hit water. Like if they're close to the ocean, or maybe for some reason they've got a high water table, and places like that. They'll bury people. They'll build a mound. Maybe 10 feet, 8, 10 feet, and then they'll put the people inside that mound. But it'll be dirt inside dirt up on a mound. They'll bury people that way. Then it's not up on poles. So I don't get that pull. That's kind of weird. I, but I said again, dreams don't have to make sense. And then next in her dream, she goes in this house. The refrigerator is full of good food. I don't know quite how to interpret that. Now she meets up with her ex-husband. Now you may have been meeting up with him on the astral plane. I don't know. Now in your videos, hey, I know you're quoting me. I know you're watching my videos, and I know you're quoting me. Now I got nothing, no problem with that. But I would appreciate you saying, "Look, I got this inspiration from a video I watched from James Godman." I would, really appreciate that, because you get a few of your subscribers over to my channel. But you don't have to. Hang on, let me clear that. Hang on. All kind of stuff pops up on my phone. But anyway, yeah, now she's talking about some guy that she had showed that her personal teeth. Well, sometime I'll describe my personal situation, but that's probably something I'll just keep to myself and not share here on YouTube, because that's personal. And some stuff I'll share on YouTube, some stuff I won't. But anyway, she met up with some guy. She was sharing the information on her dentures and stuff like that, and I don't quite get. Maybe you feel uncomfortable sharing it with, someone that you might meet up with, the boyfriend or potential husband or something. I don't know. That's one thing I can come out of it. I don't know. But I said I'm not inside your head, so I can't interpret your dreams. Now, in dreams I've had, I've done electrical work, air conditioning work all my life since I was a little kid. But anyway, this is something that only a few people would ever dream. Now, I'll be wiring up a thermostat. There's, like in a, the wiring going up the thermostat is, there's different colors to each wire. Like the red, the common, or the red, and the blue wire is a common wire. The red's the other side, green's for the fan, yellow's to make cool, white's to make it heat. Now that's got to go over the head of most people. It's a standard color code that they followed. That most people, that's not going to mean anything to. But I've had dreams, where I was looking at colors, on wires, and and wiring stuff up in my dreams. Now that's something that 99% of humanity would have absolutely no. You wouldn't dream that. The average person is not going to dream of wiring up a thermostat or wiring up an air conditioner, following color codes, stuff like that. Now, I've had dreams like that, and I understand what they mean. But I said most people aren't going to have a dream like that. So our dreams are individual to our particular personality. To one person, a dream might mean something that it wouldn't mean something to somebody else. Like if somebody had a particular occupation, something, they're going to understand the dream, and other people won't. You follow what I'm saying here? I'm sure you do. Now, for Laura, hey, would really appreciate it if you quoted me in some of your dreams. Just say, James gave me some inspiration for this dream. Now, let me cover something else here. Now, the power company cut me off about 2 days ago, and I've been playing with generators and inverters, and some point in time, yeah, that's another thing pops up my phone. Is always doing it. At some point in time, I might get, pay the power company, get turned back on. But the past few days, like I said, I've been playing with inverters and generators. And now a lady gave me this generator. She actually gave me 2 of them. There's a bigger one about, this little one's about 800 watts. That's the one I had room for my pickup. That's why I just wish I'd grabbed it. but I didn't, and I couldn't get back a hold of her later. And I'm sure she had a big old yard sale and just got rid of stuff. I think at some point in time she figured this stuff was worth money. Well, I knew it was worth money, so I asked her, I said, "Are you sure you want to give me this stuff?" And she said, "Yeah, I just want to get it out of here." But anyway, is this one generator. Now, I played with it for a couple of days and I got it going. Now, what happened this morning, if you can see this, this is a recoil mechanism. If you can see, it's 63 cubic inches, or 63 cubic centimeters. It's a tiny little engine. It's 2-cycle. You got to mix oil with it. But anyway, there's these stupid little plastic things on there that engage the flywheel. Now, Amazon's got these for $13 or something. So I'm sure it's a high wear item. I'll probably buy one of these, but it's just one of those stupid things that broke on there. Well, at least I know it works, so I know that it's worth spending another $13, $14 for one of these recoil things. I think that's the reason. I'm trying to find someplace around here that might have them, but I doubt it. It's kind of a weird item. This is a Stormcat. It's a brand that Harbor Freight did have, and I don't know how long this thing's sitting out in the sun, and those little stupid little plastic things that just to heat, and I don't know. The thing looks almost brand new, so I don't know how much this guy actually used it. Like I said, this is off the side of that little generator. That thing's out of business now. But let me show you an inverter. This is a 400-watt inverter. Now I've had this quite a number of years actually. The little green light will come on with no load. You plug a load in there, and it gives you an error. It flashes red. So I'm guessing one of the power transistors are probably bad on there. I'm going to pull them out, see what they are. And this is all 12-volt DC stuff. So I'll just see what the power. I'm guessing a pair of little MOSFETs in there, or they're 400 watts. There's 2 of them in there. So I'm guessing they're 200 watts a piece. I'm guessing that's what's in there. I'm going to see if I can figure the circuit out and trace it through there. Now I've got a brand new 1000, 1 kW. It's 1 kW. I got it triggered right, got it configured where I can just hook it to my pickup battery. But this is, I gave Harbor Freight $100 for this thing, brand new, a couple of days ago. I've got it wired up, but it runs the battery down in about 10-15 minutes. If I leave it idling, it'll keep going. But anyway, this does work. This will start my refrigerator. The microwave kind of works, but the microwave is probably about, I think, the microwave draws quite a bit of power. I'm going to look around see if I can find a little tiny one that does power. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. If I cover everything I want to cover here. Notice it's kind of dark in here. The sunglasses are just for effect. I don't need them. Not inside, on the outside. It's starting to get warm here. Hopefully in the next few days I'll make some money. Probably about a month before I get enough money to pay the power company. So I got to kind of Mickey Mouse with generators, inverters, and like that till I can dig up enough money to pay the power company. Hey, I'd really appreciate it if you watch my videos, you subscribe to my channel so I can maybe I can get monetized at some point and make some money off of YouTube. Hey, maybe some chick wants to do the overnight camping somewhere. Better hurry because I must start getting busy with air conditioning work. Now I'm going to get busy. Hopefully I'll get started with air conditioning work. It'll get busy and I can make some money and pay my power bill. Get them to turn the power back on. Okay, bye.